Hello YouTube, this is Transformers Man 51 coming at you with my entire video game console collection. Now, let's start off here with the Atari 2600, the original 6-switch model. This is a very fun console. Highly worth getting if you like classic old school arcade games. It's a very fun console. Next console we have is, let me get it real quick, the Nintendo Entertainment System. Nice, fun little gray box we have here. So many good games for this system. It's hard to even count them all. Very nice console. I think better than the Atari 2600. You should definitely get one of these if you like old school games. So, next console we have here, which is the son of the NES, is the Super Nintendo. Now, the Super Nintendo is a very fun console. Just so many good games with it, just like the NES. And I highly recommend that you get one of these consoles. The next console we have is the Nintendo 64. Now this system holds a lot of nostalgic value for me, just because it's my very first game console that I owned, and I have lots of nice childhood memories playing this system growing up, and just playing Mario Party with my friends. Just playing this now brings back all those good memories, and I love this. This is my favorite Nintendo console out of all of them, and I just love this thing. Next console we have is the Nintendo GameCube. Now, I don't have that very many memories with the GameCube, considering I never owned one growing up, and I just now recently acquired one. But it still has a lot of very good games for it, and I highly recommend that you get the console because it's a very fun gaming console and does not deserve to be bashed as much as it's been being bashed. Anyway, next console is the Wii. Now, the Wii is a fun console, just I wish there was more hardcore games for it instead of a lot of third-party games, but other than that, it's a very nice system. Now, let's move on to something different, shall we? Let's move on to Sega, and beginning off with the Sega Genesis. Everybody knows it. Everybody remembers playing Sonic the Hedgehog. And this is just a fantastic console, yet again. And if you have a choice between getting the Model 1 or Model 2 or Model 3 Sega Genesis, I would definitely get the Model 1 Genesis, because that one looks the best to me. And, well, your opinion may differ, but it's also the first console I can recollect to actually have a volume switch on the system and a headphone jack, which is really weird. Anyway, next console we have on our list is the Sega Game Gear, which mine doesn't work. The screen doesn't work. The display doesn't work, but the games are pretty fun. From the games I've played, I haven't really played much games for it, but yeah, if you can find one cheap for about 10 or 20 bucks, I would check it out. It's a pretty fun little console. See, let me get the next console on our list here. Is the Sony PlayStation 1. A lot of good games for the system. Like, if you're an RPG person, the PS1 is for you, because the PS1 has some of the best RPGs on it at the time, and a lot of good shooter games, and a lot of nice horror games such as Silent Hill, and a lot of good games like that, like Metal Gear Solid. Just a lot of fun games with that. Anyway, next console we have is the PlayStation 2. Now this is the PlayStation 2 Fat model, which is okay. I mean, I'm lucky enough to have a working one. And yeah, just really fun game console. You can also play PS1 games on it too. If you don't have a PS1 and you want to collect PS1 games, then the PS2 is definitely a good choice. And it can just play. It just has so many games for it, and so many opportunities to play all different types of games. And just highly recommend this system. Now let's see. The last home console we have on our list today is the Xbox 360. Upside down. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows about the Xbox 360 and how many good games it has for it. So, really, I can't really say that much about it. Everybody I know seems to have one, so that's a good system. Now, moving on to the other two portable systems I have is the Game Boy Advance SP, and this is the NES edition Game Boy Advance SP, which I hear this version is pretty rare. Anyway, flip it open. We have a nice NES controller style control pad. Very nice. Folds up nice and compact. Very nice little system. So, last console today is the Nintendo 3DS. Now, the Nintendo 3DS is a very good console. It just kind of has a small library right now, but other than that, it's a very good system. A lot of fun games for it. My favorite game for it so far, or should I say my top two games, is Mario 3D Land and Ocarina of Time 3D. So, this is Transformers Man 51 with all my game consoles. Signing off.